Alright, this is like the beach trail in St. Edward Park. It's actually really very cool. You have to like walk quite a long ways, probably over a mile to get to where I'm standing now. So it's a pretty substantial park. I mean, the trail like meanders back and forth, so it's, less than a mile as the crow flies. But this is the beach trail now. The North Trail turns into the beach trail, and then it runs along the shoreline here. I'm not sure how much visibility the lake actually has to the trees, but I thought that I'd do a little video at least. I mean, it's really rewarding. This is probably, of all the parks that are near Kenmore, Washington, this is probably, at least for me personally, it's my favorite. Just, it has like a lot of wilderness and just a lot of cool stuff. I passed a lot of people along the way, so there's probably going to be more people that I'm encountering. I haven't seen anybody doing the Pokemon Go thing though. So I suppose that's a good thing, because there's some steep places along this trail that you really kind of want to be careful about. But as you can see, I mean, it's a well-trodden trail. It's fairly well maintained. St. Edward Park has a lot of parking in terms of, or I mean, in comparison to the other parks that I've been to. It was still almost overflowing with cars today, so it is a bit tricky. And they do charge you, I think it's $10 to come here with a car. I walked here just because I'm cheap that way. Wow, look at this. This is awesome. But there is some parking at St. Edward. And it's over a distance. Meaning that it's kind of scattered throughout the location around the old seminary building, which is the core, I guess, structure, if you want to call it that, for the park area itself. And I mentioned earlier on a video where I was wandering around the buildings that there are a lot of different organizations that have activities throughout the summer here, so it's a good idea to, if you're coming out here, just to kind of go to the website for the national parks, or rather for the state parks, and check it out before you come. To make sure that you do have a parking spot when you get here. Otherwise, it's not going to end well, because you have to drive in for a ways from the entrance before there's parking, so it could become an issue. So do check it out before you go. In fact, there's an activity of some kind in the picnic area when I came down here, so word to the wise. But I mean, definitely your time will be well spent down here. I mean, it is a really nice park. A perfect jaunt for a Sunday afternoon. It's not too far. I would guess that the loop trail, all told, probably maybe 3 to 4 miles, easy grade. Although I haven't hiked back uphill yet, so we'll see how that goes. But there are points along here where there is a little beach access. It's not a lot. I mean, as far as I know, there isn't an actual beach per se. But you can kind of see the lake out there. And inland is like just thick wilderness. It's really cool. I'm enjoying this little hike. I just came out of here on a whim. Originally today I was thinking I might go somewhere further afield, but this works just fine, actually. Very nice. Very nice hike. Oh wow, there's like a butterfly. I mean, this park is too small to have any real animals. I mean, if you're looking for deer, you're probably not going to find them here. But it's really nice to find a park like this, almost within the city limits of Seattle, the greater Seattle area. There's like something cool too about the sound of the lake shore like slapping up against the I just kind of like it all, I guess. Pretty easy to please that way when it comes to the wilderness. That's really nice. Wish there could be more days like this, but it's back to work tomorrow. Today is Sunday. This is actually going to be kind of a longer video than I thought, although I knew that this was going to be fairly long, but I wanted to film the entire beach trail, which I kind of wanted to, but I wanted to have a little bit more visibility to the lake. I'm actually surprised that there's not a ton of people. I mean, I passed by probably somewhere between a dozen and 20 people, or groups of people, since I started down this trail. Which, when you think about it, for this kind of park, that's not very many at all. Oh, cool. I wonder, that looks like a bat house, I think. I've gotten some strange looks from people that's on video. Like, what are you doing? Like, having fun? I mean, a video can't convey the underlying elements of an experience that make that experience something special. But it can give you an idea of, like, I think whether it's something that would appeal to your personal taste or not. And I think that each park, insofar as I've seen, has something unique to offer. Whether it's just, you know, like a picnic or something like that. Or, you know, you can put in your boats, or... Pretty cool. There's like a lot of people boating right off of here. Okay. This is kind of cool, a little footbridge. Wow, look at these, like, a lot of dense roots along the water here. Not that I mind. No complaints from me. But yeah, there's all sorts of parks, even in just the Kenmore area, and each has its own little ambiance, its own little feel, and you know, I think that some are geared to particular activities more than others. Certainly Log Boom Park, it's a good place to dock your boat, maybe do a little piling fishing, although I can't imagine that you're going to get much. But it also has a big picnic area. Whereas St. Edward Park, which is where I'm at right now, has like really nice wilderness trails to hike. None of them are very long. So it's like a nice half-day outing kind of deal. And you can have a picnic. Grounds are huge. And as I mentioned, there's all sorts of activities that take place throughout the summer that are hosted by the park system or by the various groups, the nonprofit organizations that have their homes there. And I'm not sure what's all available. I haven't investigated that fully. But there's like a basketball organization there. There's a playing field, so you can do all sorts of stuff. really nice day out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the video quits here for now. And if I see something else, other cool locations along this way, I'll go ahead and start again. Thanks for watching.